What is up, guys? It is Jack, back up in this bitch for 10 Years Fitness, and today we're talking about a common problem a lot of people have when they're dieting, and that is thinking that they're losing muscle when they're actually not. Okay, now firstly, to get into it, how to determine when you are losing muscle on a diet, okay? Okay, now the first thing to look for is when you're in the gym, your strength on your big compound movements will be going down. Okay, that's the best indicator of when you're losing strength. Now, I'm not talking about later in the workout, because it's kind of given that you'll struggle more because you have less calories for energy. But I'm talking about the big movements that you do. If you're struggling to get the weight up you're used to on those, that's an indication that you've lost some strength and therefore some muscle. Okay, if that's not the case, I probably wouldn't worry about muscle loss. Okay, and what it actually is, there's a number of explanations for looking a bit less than your best when you're dieting. Okay, for example, one of them will be that, I know that I've experienced this. It's where when your weight changes, your body does strange things with water retention. Okay, so when your calories are higher or lower than normal, your body may hold excess water under the skin, or your muscles may look depleted because your carbs are lower, and thus you can store less in your muscles in the form of glycogen. Okay, and all that really means is you'll maybe looking slightly less crisp than normal because you're looking a little bloated, or your muscles will be looking flat. They don't have the fullness that they used to. And there's been times when I've mistaken that for losing gains, even though my strength's been at the normal level, which I will tell you is a mistake. Your strength is at its normal levels, you're good. But understand that when you're losing weight or maybe gaining weight, your body will do weird things with water retention that make you look a little less than your best. But there's nothing to worry about. What you'll find is that when you get back to eating a normal amount of carbs and calories that your body's accustomed to, you'll fill right back out, and your skin will get tight, and then you wonder what the hell you're worrying about. Okay, now another explanation is that you simply didn't have as much muscle as you thought you did. Okay, or you had more fat than you thought you did. So this is where, when you're storing fat, particularly in places like on your chest or on your delts, and it gives the illusion that the muscles are bigger than they actually are. Okay, you mistake that fat for muscle. So when the fat goes, when you're cutting and you're dieting, your shoulders and chest start to look smaller. But the reality is you've not actually lost the muscle, it's just that there was more fat on it than you thought, and the muscle underneath was smaller than you thought. Okay, that's a common problem. And that's one of the reasons I think that you see a lot of natural bodybuilders, okay, true natural bodybuilders, when they get lean for a show, when you see them in their clothes, they just look like regular guys. Because a lot of what gave them their size to fill out their clothes was actually fat and not muscle on their chest and their delts. So although they actually look better shirtless, in their clothes they don't look as good. Okay, so that's just an indication that you had more fat or less muscle than you thought you did. Okay, so the third and final reason I'm going to go over today is the case where you have loose skin. And this is particularly evident when you're losing large amounts of fat. Or, even if it's just a small change, it will, the more fat you're losing, the more evident this effect will be. Understand that the skin around, your body tissue, so the fat and your muscle, is like a bag around them, right? Okay, it holds it all in. So, understand that when you deplete that bag, the bag's going to crinkle up and be a bit more loose-fitting on all your tissue. Okay, now don't worry, after the case of about a month or so, unless you're losing stupid amounts of weight, that's going to tighten back up to your body again, and you're going to get more of a shrink-wrapped look again. You're going to look a bit more tight and crisp, and that's a lot of the reason why a lot of guys who they diet to get lean for a certain date, they end up looking best about a month after that date. That happens a lot. People cut for a holiday, and they're a month later oh, look at me now, I look great, that's just fantastic, I needed it then. But that's just because the loose skin needed about a month or so to tighten up back to the skin. Okay guys, that's pretty much all from me today. That's all I have to say. I hope you found that helpful. I have been Jack with 10 Years Fitness. I'll see you guys in the next one.